Venezuela, a country the effect of hyperinflation. Shelves in stores are nearly empty as basic necessities like food and medicine are scarce. People are seen waiting in the long lines to buy essentials, struggling to afford items as price skyrockets. The local currencies, the bolivar has lost almost all its value, forcing many to use US dollar or barter for goods. Families are deeply affected, with many facing poverty and hunger. The situation has caused mass migrations as millions leave Venezuela in search of a better life. Venezuela, a country once rich with promise, now grapple with one of the worst inflation crises in history. A market where goods used to overflow now tell the tale of despair.
Come, get your fresh egg.
Egg?
You wanna buy?
Seems nice.
Yes. It's fresh egg.
Brother, how much?
It cost 100 bolivar.
Huh? 100 bolivar? Yesterday I come here today. It was 1 bolivar. I will feed my family if the price rise every day. Brother!
I'm sorry, my brother. I don't want to rise prices, but I have to. Everything is cost now. For suppliers to transport.
In homes across Venezuela, families face impossible choice. For Maria, a single mother of two, the question isn't what to buy, but what to sacrifice for her children.
Acha, we only have enough for the rice and bean today. No milk this week. And school supplies. We'll have to wait. But Mama, we are late. We need food for school. I know, mi amor, but we'll make do. Maybe next month will be better. Maybe.
Businesses, the backbone of any economy, has not been spared. Haziq, a factory owner, wrestles with rising costs and plummeting revenue.
Hello. What do you want? No, I cannot pay you in bolivars. They will lose value before they even can reach your account. Dollars, I don't have enough reserve. I might have to shut down soon.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening and welcome to Economic Spotlight, where we dive into pressuring issue shaping our world today. Today, we tackle the hyperinflation crisis in Venezuela, a catastrophe that has shattered life and economy alike. Joining us today in the video, we have the Prime Minister to discuss leadership strategies, the Economic Minister for insight on fiscal and monetary measure, and a representative of public who will share first-hand experience. Thank you all for being here tonight. So, Prime Minister, the Venezuelan economy is grappling with one of the worst inflation crises in history. Citizens are losing their purchasing power, businesses are closing, and migration is skyrocketing. As a leader, what do you see as the root causes of this crisis, and what immediate steps are you prioritizing?
Yeah, thank you for having me, Mr. Solihins.
The rules are clear. Years of excessive money printing, over-dependence on oil export, and political mismanagement have led to these catastrophic situations. My government's immediate priorities in restoring trust in our institutions. We are working closely with experts to stabilize the currencies, reduce the government spending, and reboot the critical sectors like the healthcare and education. These measures won't yield instant results, but they are vital for long-term recoveries.
So, do you believe that the public still trusts the government to handle this crisis?
I understand the public frustration right now. Trust has been eroded by years of mismanagement, but we are taking steps to reboot it, and transparency, accountability, and open communication are our best focus right now. And we are also committed to working with the international organizations to ensure we follow the best practice.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Turning now to the Economic Minister. What specific fiscal and monetary policy are being introduced to combat hyperinflation?
Thank you. Hyperinflation is a complex and multifaceted issue that demands a combination of well-coordinated fiscal and monetary policies. On the monetary side, we have adopted strict measures to control the money supply. This includes halting excessive money printing, which has been a significant contributor to hyperinflation. To stabilize the value of our currency, the bolivar, we are pegging it to the US dollar, a move designed to restore public confidence in our monetary system and curb inflationary pressures. On the fiscal side, we are taking decisive steps to address inefficiencies and imbalance in government spending. Unnecessary expenditures are being reduced, allowing us to prioritize critical areas such as healthcare, education, and infrastructure. To create a more equitable tax system, we are implementing progressive tax reform that ensure higher income individuals and corporations contribute their fair share. At the same time, we are cracking down on tax evasion, an issue that has historically drained government revenue. Moreover, we recognize the need to diversify our economy to reduce its over-reliance on our oil revenues. By investing in sectors such as agriculture, manufacturing, and tourism, we aim to create a more resilient economic structure. This effort will not stabilize the economy but also generate sustainable growth and employment opportunity for our citizens.
Some critics argue that these measures might hurt ordinary citizens in the short term. How do you address those concerns?
This is a valid concern and we take it very seriously. We understand that the transition period may bring temporary challenges, particularly for vulnerable populations. To mitigate these effects, we are implementing targeted measures to provide immediate relief. Subsidy for essential goods such as food, medicine, and fuel will ensure that basic needs remain accessible and affordable for most affected groups. In addition, we are expanding welfare programs to offer direct support to low-income families, ensuring they have a safety net during this period of economic adjustment. These programs are designed to complement our broader reform and provide a cushion against any short-term hardship. Our approach is to strike a balance between addressing the immediate needs of our citizens and enacting the long-term structural reform necessary for economic stability and growth. We are committed to fostering an inclusive recovery that leaves no one behind, while building a stronger, more sustainable future for our country.
Now, let's hear from a member of the public. Thank you for joining us today. Can you share how hyperinflation has impacted your daily life?
Thank you for giving me this platform. Hyperinflation has made it nearly impossible for my family to afford basic necessity. Price change daily, and my salary is practically worthless. We had to rely on remittances from relatives abroad just to survive, bro. It's not about just money, bro. It's about dignity. People are locked near for hours for food, and healthcare is out of reach. Many of my friends have left the country because they see no future here.
That's heartbreaking. What would you say to the government and policymaker workings on the issue?
Brother, we need action, not promises. Stabilizing the currency and reducing inflation and critical. But please, don't forget about the people who are suffering right now. We need access to food, medicines, and jobs. We also need clear communication from the government. We are feel left in the dark with no idea what's being done to fix this crisis. The lack of transparency is making the situation worse. People need to see that progress is being made. Last one, we are asking policymakers to prioritize humanity over politics. Focus on rebuilding trust, empowering communities, and creating a sustainable future. Help us feel like we are part of a society that values our lives and dignity. For the last one, every second counts and every life matters. Understand?
Thank you for sharing your story. It's a powerful reminder of a real human cause behind this economic crisis. So, Prime Minister, you heard the public plea. How do you respond to this concern?
Pundit,
I hear you and I deeply empathize with your struggles. Actually, this crisis have pushed many to their limits. But I assure you that our government is committed to making real change. We are increasing social support programs and working with the international organizations to provide the immediate relief. But let me be clear, recovery is a marathon, not a sprint. We need to work together to reboot our nation back. But I will promise we will not stop until every citizen feel the positive impact of these reforms.
Thank you to all our guests for this enlightening discussion. Venezuela road to recovery is long, but it is not impossible. It will take courage, cooperation, and resilience from all sectors of society. To our viewers, this is just not an economic challenge. It is a human tragedy that requires immediate action. We'll continue to cover this story and hold those in power accountable. Thank you for tuning in to the special segment of Economic Spotlight. Stay informed and stay hopeful. Good night.